on this stream, this particular channel. Like I said, the sports channel is mostly for sports and entertainment purposes, but this is my more serious channel because I wanted to have a conversation with you guys about, Roland Martin. And then I may talk about that questionable interview with Charlemagne and Kamala Harris. That looked kind of suspect. It looked kind of staged because Kamala Harris has been taking a big hit. Her reputation has been taking a big hit because people just don't like her. What's going on, man? People just don't like her. And I understand why, because one, she's a habitual liar. And I do mean habitch, a whoa liar. So, can't tell the truth to save her life. And like I said, she continues on this path where the Democrats are just continually, basically, just ruining things, just period. They're being exposed on a regular basis, from dictatorship to, trying to undermine the race that they're always telling to vote for them and saying that they have their backs, which is black people. But at the same time, they're trying to pass laws to where illegal immigrants can vote that are not citizens, basically to flood out the black vote and make us irrelevant, which we damn near irrelevant right now. Joe Biden has disrespected his, tenure as president. He's constantly disrespected black people to their face, behind the scenes, just period. And then Kamala Harris have been nothing basically but a smoke and mirror, a proxy, because Kamala Harris is just clueless. And I'm gonna just say it, she's not equipped to be president. If something was to happen to Joe Biden, she's not experienced enough and she's just not qualified. And you could save your gender equality. Oh, you're just trying to down a black woman. You could save that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I want to say this to the brothers that's gonna listen to this. Stop falling for that. Stop letting these, in particularly black women, try to guilt you into supporting something that you're not really supporting. Because a lot of these black women are playing a role in undermining black men, like the Jamel Hills and the Simone Sanders of the world, who said she don't care what black men think. No backlash for that. But if a black man would have said, "Oh, who cares what black women think?" you would have heard the words misogynistic and all that kind of stuff. But it seems like the real misogynists seem to be women because they want everything did their way. They don't want to compromise. They don't want to be asked questions. They don't want to be challenged. They say they want to be treated equal, but then when you try to treat them equal, they want to say, "Oh, well, I'm a woman," and all that kind of shit. So, for real, we gotta stop falling for the okey doke. We gotta stop falling for the okey doke. We gotta stop, letting people make us feel guilty about speaking our minds, because that's been the problem. We're not allowed to speak our minds, and we have everybody trying to guilt trip us into not speak. But everybody can say what they want to say. Everybody can say whatever the fuck they want to say. Hispanics can say whatever the fuck they want to say. Asians can say whatever the fuck they want to say. Black women can say whatever the fuck they want to say, and especially when it comes to downing and demeaning black men. But if a black man says something and speaks his mind, they tell us we supposed to either turn the other cheek, be quiet, don't say nothing, just sit up there and take it. Let everybody disrespect us and don't ever defend ourselves. Well, I have to tell you, brothers, them days is over with. I'm gonna defend myself against whom and whoever. If a black woman disrespect me, I'm gonna let her ass have it. If another black man disrespect me, I'm gonna let his ass have it. I'm definitely gonna let a white man have it if he disrespect me, or a non-black. And I'll give you an example. I had to check some white dude who came on my channel trying to justify that. I forgot what his name was. That country western singer that got caught using the N word, and of course I gorilla checked him and told him it ain't his place. You don't get to decide who uses that word and who doesn't. But that's the problem. Black people always letting everybody voice their opinion when it comes to black issues. And we need to start telling people to stay the fuck out of our business. That's what we need to do. We need to start telling people, hey, stay the fuck out of our business. We don't owe you no explanation. We don't have to explain nothing to you. That's what we got to start doing, being aggressive. And it's time for black men to take their voice back. Because they're verbally, mentally putting us in dresses. That's what's going on. We might not be physically wearing dresses, but mentally and verbally, they're putting us in dresses by making it look like we can't speak on anything. And we got to stop doing that. We got to stop. We have to be aggressive. We got to stop. Well, if I'm too aggressive, they're going to accuse me of being the angry white man. I mean, the angry black man. Well, why can't black men raise their voice? White men raise their voice all the time. Nobody don't accuse them of being the angry white man. We got to stop letting people put these labels on us. For real. That's what's going on. We got to stop letting people label us. And we got to stop letting people make us feel guilty of our voicing our opinion. We have a right to voice our opinion just as much as any white man, any Asian man, any Hispanic man, any woman. We got to stop falling for the okie doke, brothers. Just because you speak up for men doesn't mean you misogynistic. The same way women have women issues, men have men issues, black men have black men issues that we only can fix. And that's just real. At the end of the day, it should be an alliance between black men and black women, but I'm starting to see the separation, and it's more clear than ever now. You got some black women undermining black men on a regular basis. And to a certain degree, I've said this before on my channel, a lot of times black women don't want black men to be the leader. They don't want them to lead. That I'm just telling the truth. Black women want to be in front, and they want the black man to walk behind them because they've been conditioned to believe that black men are mentally worthless. No, I'm just telling the truth. People don't want to hear this, but I'm hitting you with some truth serum today. Now, I just wanted to put that out there right quick. As far as Kamala Harris and that Charlemagne interview, that was real suspect. Keep in mind, Charlemagne is a backer of the Democrats. He's a friend of Tamika Mowry with her fake ass, with her wishy-washy ass. I keep telling you, I don't trust Democrats or Republicans. And I'm going to make that very clear. But all I'm saying is be wary of the Democrats, because the Democrats been finessing black people for the last 50 years. And that's what I keep trying to tell people. That's what I keep trying to tell these dummy supporters. You know, they've been finessing black people since Kennedy got his wig split. Just telling the truth. What have they really given black people? What have they really done for black people? Look where we are now. Look where we are. Still in a financial stupor. No black owned, hardly no black owned businesses. Terrible living conditions. You know what I'm saying? Areas that we in, stores and stuff, understocked. Giving us, you know what I'm saying? Giving us product that's like secondary. You know, just real talk. So how are we in a better condition? So I keep asking that question. Why are we continuing to vote Democrat when the Democrats have done everything to undermine us, when they have passed laws? For real, where they have passed laws where we got more time for crack cocaine versus cocaine, where they went out of their way to make sure that we can't be, gun owners, responsible gun owners. They have threw hurdle after hurdle in the way. And I'm just asking that question. Why do you continue to vote Democrat? We need our own party. And I keep saying that. Why do you continue to vote Democrat when the Democrats have proven they have done nothing for you? We still living in poverty. We still living in terrible conditions. Are we better off? And I keep saying this. What do we really benefit from integration? Nobody wants to answer that question. Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to answer that question. How did we benefit from integration? And you still have a lack of black ownership. So, I just wanted to put that out there. But let me talk about the subject at hand. All right, you guys. Now, as you guys know, about maybe 4 months ago, I just decided to do away with Roland Martin. I tried to give the nigga a chance. I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. That's a video for another day. I'm not. So no, but I want to talk about Roland Martin because I feel like this is important. Roland Martin, for the last 6 or 7 months, have been harassing, putting down, attacking, and particularly the black community behind, you know, taking the potion. And I mean him along with Joy Reid, Don Lemonade, a few other people. I mean, he's like flat out tried to semi blame us for this so-called thing not going away, which I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing is here to stay. And I think when people accept it, the better off we gonna be. Because people try to talk around this stuff. Now, keep in mind, Roland Martin, like I said, he was attacking black people. Him, a couple of other people. You had people like Chris Rock. Chris Rock, who's okay with white people calling him the N word and don't say nothing. A couple of other people, a lot of these celebrities, who were attacking black people who were hesitant to take the potion. And he tried to tell a bold faced lie and say Tuskegee didn't happen. So he just announced recently that he has the what. Now keep in mind he was bragging about how he was, how he took the potion and now he has it. And now these hospitals are being flooded. And the funny thing is the people and now I got to be careful. Now the funny thing is this is fact. It's been proven that the people who have took the potion have given it to, people who didn't take the potion. So now we have to ask the question, who's spreading the real misinformation? Now, first of all, I don't wish, ill will on nobody. I don't wish ill will on nobody. I don't, want nobody to get sick. That's just not my nature. But at the same time, I'm looking at all these people who were attacking black people who said, hey, respect my decision. This is my body. And I've said this on several occasions. Town business is not, anti or pro. I just believe in people should make their own decision. But the problem that I've had is the division that some of these so-called black celebrities or famous black people have basically driven a wedge between the communities about not doing it or doing it. And I've said on several occasions, if you decided to take it, I respect it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your body, but if you haven't taken it, I respect that too. And that should be your right. But you got people sitting up here who have done it, demanding that you do it, and sitting up here trying to act like they got a degree in medicine. And the biggest problem is they've been promoting this potion shit like it's a cure. Oh yeah, yeah, X. I think no, it's no, they've been lying about how effective it is. It went from once supposedly being 70%, now the shit is down to like 30. So maybe, allegedly. I gotta use certain words, allegedly, because I know somebody gonna try to come listen to the video and try to flag my shit. Allegedly. We need to point out, or we need to really call out the people who may be spreading misinformation. But that's the thing. You had black celebrities attacking black people. But these niggas won't never speak up. These niggas coming out of nowhere telling black people what to put in their body, but they won't speak for reparation. They won't speak out against police brutality. But they'll sit up there and tell you what you need to do with your body. And another reason why they're being quiet about this shit, because it's starting to backfire. And now people are getting to the point like, hey man, what's up with this? Then they hollering about you gonna have to get multiple boosters. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Fossey is making this shit up as he goes along. They just keep making this shit up as they go along. And if you seen this video that Dr. Fossey was on, where he was basically in front of I guess having a congressional hearing, and it was about a month ago, and you heard what he had to say in regards to this shit, you wouldn't trust that dude. And I don't trust Dr. Fossey or Dr. Falsely no further than I could throw him, because somebody is making possibly trillions of dollars off this shit. Well, you seen me. I took a test. I took a test and let everybody see my results. I take care of myself. I take care of myself. And you know what the problem is? This whole time they've been sitting up saying, "You need to take this. You need to take the potion." They have not tried to seek no alternative. If we supposed to be in this together, why don't we look at alternatives? There have been doctors that have talked about immunity, being immune, period. Alternative treatments instead of, taking a potion. You do know those people that's going to the hospital that's catching, the what are people that took the potion. But see, the media don't want you to know that. They just keep talking. See, they have tell you, the CNNs of the world, they have tell you. And I don't give a damn about people being mad at me. But like I said, I'm not gonna do the white man's work, and I'm not gonna split my community because we already divided. Like I said, I'm not gonna tell you what to put in your body. If you decide to do it, I'm okay with that because it's your body. But if there's people who don't want to do it, respect them too. Don't try to put them down. Don't try to say, "Oh," and see, the thing that made me mad is these so-called B1 people that was talking all this. They don't trust the white man and all this kind of stuff. They don't trust the white man. The white man that did this to black people, they didn't did that to black people. And I don't want to say no names. I'm not gonna say no names because I ain't giving them no free publicity. They was talking all that B1 shit and black this, black that, but then They the main ones trying to antagonize and disrespect black people. If they say, hey, I don't know about this, I'm not ready, I need to do more research, because they did it, they feel like. And then I'm gonna tell you something else. It's a mental thing with some of these people that took the potion. Some people, and the thing that pissed me off, I'm mad at the people who were forced to do it in order to keep their job. Because there's people who took the potion and didn't want it, but they had to do it because they had to be able to maintain income and be able to support their families. And that's the problem that I have, that didn't want to do it, and they were forced to do it. Let me tell you something. Let me ask this question. If this potion was so foolproof and it's supposed to if this potion is supposed to do what they say it can do, then why did they pass a law saying that you can't hold the makers of the potion accountable? You can't sue them, you can't take legal action against them. That's just the question I'm asking. That's just the question I'm asking. And once again, I have to say this. I have to say this throughout the video. I'm not telling you to do it or not to do it. It is your choice. Because I don't want them to flag my video. So you guys have to excuse me. I have to continue to say this because the algorithm are they're listening. But I'm changing my dialogue so basically they don't detect it. But that's why I have to say that I'm, which I mean it. But I'm looking at how some of these people have failed for the trap. This should have been something simple. And then at the end of the day, you don't have to disclose your information. If somebody, like I said, if somebody randomly walk up to you and ask you, "Hey, have you took the potion?" You can say, "Hey, man, that's none of your business," because it isn't. What I don't understand is they'll sit up there and say, "Hey, well, the first case of what has showed up in the states." But then they ask you, "Well, what's the person's name?" "Oh, we can't reveal the person's name because of HIPAA laws." "Oh, we can't reveal the person's name because of HIPAA laws." But then they want you to reveal whether you took the shit or not. So isn't that a violation of HIPAA laws? See how they be trying to make that shit up as they go along? They make this shit up as they go along. And that's what the Biden administration been doing. That they've been doing this shit for the longest. Like I say, Joe Biden, he don't want to give black people shit. He don't want to give us shit. He want to give everybody else something. He want to protect everybody but black people. And then he have black people that will stand in front of him, and when you question him, well, no, well, the president is still, and like when is black people gonna stop being flunkies? When is black people gonna stop being handkerchief heads? That's what I don't understand. The thing is, like in my family, it's split right down the middle. You got some people that did it. You got some people that's like, no, I don't think so. And you notice how CNN hadn't been talking about how the Biden administration got all these lawsuits against them, how they going back and forth in court about mandates. Y'all notice that? CNN don't report none of that shit. How they got all these lawsuits against them. They got lawsuits in California about that shit. And it's funny how you got these people that sit up here who then took the potion, how they try to look down on people who haven't took the potion, but then they asses is the ones that's getting that shit. So maybe us people who haven't took the potion should start looking down on them, because they seem to be the ones that's spreading this shit more than the people who haven't took the potion. Maybe we need to start looking at down on them. Maybe we need to start attacking them. Not physically. I just want to say this on the real. Shut the fuck up. Leave people alone about that shit. For real. See, yeah, CNN is super fake news. CNN is super. They can't tell the truth to say they lie. Now, I don't know if you know. Um, I don't know if you know, but they have that lady on trial. That cop that shot the young man. What's his name? Dante. Right. Now they haven't been really publicizing that story, but it's not looking good for her. It's not looking good for her because testimony said it was no reason for her to draw her service weapon, period. And they're still saying, how could you mistake your gun for a taser? So she might be going down, but they haven't been talking about this case. But CNN, they just doing, minimal stories about it. So I'm just keeping it a buck. But yeah, one of one of the things that pissed me off, like I said, is these black, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, like I said, these B1 niggas, like that bitch ass nigga, like that black ass bitch ass nigga, in the that's over there in the DMV. That hoe ass nigga, biggest pussy I ever seen. And I want to tell you guys something. I want to tell you guys something because, and you know who I'm talking about, that hoe ass nigga. And that's why nobody don't watch his channel. Motherfucker, that don't nobody watch his channel. Only good for talking shit on his YouTube channel. But like I said, I'm gonna go down. The next time I go to Philadelphia, I'm gonna drive down there and I'm gonna see if he gonna say that shit to my face. Cause you got a lot of them on here that's good for talking crazy. Good for talking crazy. I ain't gonna say the dude's name because I ain't and don't say the dude's name. If you know who I'm talking about, don't say the dude's name because I don't want to give nobody no free publicity. But you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. Nigga sat up there and attacked somebody that I know for a video and didn't even watch the damn video, but just assumed and got on this channel and started talking shit and didn't even watch the damn video. And I'm gonna make this very clear to everybody. I am not telling you what to do with your body. If you want to take the potion, then if you feel that's what you need to do, I have no problem with that. But if you were forced to do it, like people was telling me, calling me, saying, "Hey man, they made me do it. I didn't want this shit." I got a problem with that. Well, Ricky, that's the thing. That's what it's starting to seem like. Do you remember that movie Romeo Must Die? What Isaiah Washington said when he told Delroy Lindo, when he said, "Hey, even fake wars got casualties." Now you think about that. That's all I'm gonna say. You think about that. Cause right about now, somebody is playing the OJs for the love of money somewhere. Cause these pharmaceutical companies is cleaning up. Remember, they don't cure shit. Hey, as bad as I hate to use any quotes from that coon Chris Rock, just remember, they don't cure shit. They find a way for you to maintain it or live with it or live around it, but they don't cure shit. Why would they cure something and that's it and that's all? Where they can make possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars off of you, like, giving you, you know, I mean, why would they? When they could just treat you for it over the years, giving you medication that you paying for that they charging you thousands of dollars for. Okay? That's real talk. So you figure it out. You figure it out. You do your own thinking. They don't cure shit. They could, but they're not. Because they clean it up from the insurance companies. They clean it up from personal pocket. You know what I'm saying? Paying out of pocket. So they're cleaning up. So why would they cure something? Somebody making money off this shit, I'm talking about trillions of dollars at the expense of us. But then people are asking questions like, hey man, why the fuck should I take the potion if I'm not guaranteed still, you know, if I'm not guaranteed not to get that shit? And people are still getting it. But nobody wants to ask that question. Because soon as you present that to CNN and MSNBC, then all of a sudden they try to talk around it. Or then they'll say, hey, you need to take the potion. You need to take the potion. But then what they gonna start saying when more people gonna start coming out saying, hey man, I took the potion and I still caught that shit. Because eventually it's gonna be somebody that's gonna snap and say, you know what, fuck this shit. Because it's getting towards that right now. How many fucking, you know what I'm saying, potions you post the stuff in your body? I'm just asking that question. Just asking that question. How many of these motherfuckers you supposed to keep taking? It might so-called protect you from something else. It may so-called protect you from, the C-19, but what about other stuff? It may make your body subjectable to other stuff. It may weaken your body to something else. I say it may. Didn't say it will. I said it may. Because once again, I don't want to be accused of, you know what I'm saying? But how do we know that? These people don't tell us shit. You got to understand something. These people, you got to understand the media is all about telling you half truths and leaving out something. It's funny how they talked about this new one, then showed up, but they not talking about the people that's catching it is mostly people, or they're just saying, well, they're saying, well, you still may, even if you took the potion, you may still, okay, so then why are you demanding that we take it then? Why are you telling us to take it then? You know what I'm saying? Why are you demanding that we take it? This is where the suspicion comes. If it's not 100% foolproof, then what the fuck? It's not even fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's not even in the high 70s. That's fact. But yeah, guys like Roland Martin, Roland Martin lost all his credibility. Now probably he gonna talk around it. He gonna try to talk around it because that's what they do. When people be like, "See, I told you," it's gonna get to the point where people gonna say, "What's the use?" And the whole thing is, if Joe Biden has said, "Hey, we're gonna look for every alternative we can to fight this thing and get rid of it," but his only solution is, "Oh, you need to, um, you need to take the potion." That's the only solution. And I don't give a fuck if people get mad at me for speaking on this. You don't like what I have to say? Keep your motherfucking ass off my channel. Both of them, bitch. For real. Because I'm going to continue to speak on this subject because it needs to be spoken upon. All I'm asking y'all to do is just be cautious, protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you somewhere where they haven't like been forcing the issue, hey, continue to take care of yourself. You know, take your supplements, take your gummies, take your packages. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Exercise, just you know what I'm saying? For real, just take care of yourself. At the end of the day, all these people that's been sitting up on TV, cause see now it's losing their luster now. Look what's going on. Look what's going on in the NBA. Look what's going on in the NBA. And see, they was trying to push a narrative. What they was finna try to do with the NBA, they was gonna try to push this narrative, a certain narrative. I ain't gonna say what it was, but now that people like Roland Martin is still, you know what I'm saying, you know, getting the 19. Now they have to find something else. At the end of the day, what's gonna start happening is people gonna start tuning these dudes out, which it looked like they starting to do anyway. And these black celebrities, they shouldn't have been participating in it. They shouldn't have said, they should have been doing what LeBron James said. Hey man, I did it, but I ain't finna tell other people what to put in their body. Because at the end of the day, these motherfuckers like Jamil Hill and Stephen A. Bitch, none of them motherfuckers got a degree in medicine. And they shouldn't have been asking celebrities and athletes to be telling, in particularly black people, what to put in their body, because they not medical experts. Like I'm no medical expert. Never said I was a medical expert. That's why I'm saying the choice is yours. I'm not telling you what to put in your body and what not to put in your body, because I don't have a degree in medicine. I never went to anybody's medical school. I'm saying is I feel like I need to do what's best for me, and I shouldn't be harassed about it, and I shouldn't be shamed, and I shouldn't be made to be put down. Well, they not focused on the NHL. They only focus on the leagues that have primarily black players. Now, the thing is, this new one that then surface ain't even really deadly. So, you know, but they only worried about, you know, the black people, because they want to push this narrative, as I said before, that it's just black people that's refusing to take the potion. When you look in New York, they had a whole bunch of, you know, people who didn't want to be carded that went in restaurants saying, hey, we don't want to do this. They already, and there are going to be more riots. They're going to be more. Well, they only see, the thing is, it's funny. They went in on Antonio Brown, calling him a scumbag and all that stuff and a piece of shit, and saying that he betrayed his white zaddy, Tom Brady. But Aaron Rodgers, they just was saying, well, you know, Aaron Rodgers is wrong and all that stuff. They never have the same energy for black athletes that they have for white athletes. They love to show white athletes mercy, but if a black person make one mistake, he the worst person in the world. But we all know who really the worst people in the world. So there you have it. There you have it. Stephen A. Smith is the biggest fraud in sports. Only got smoke for black people. You seen what he did when I ran up on him. The nigga took off running. The nigga took off running. He talked all that tough talk, but he ran, but he got his ass up out of there. Nigga did the 100-yard dash when I ran up on him. And it was finna get nasty. It was finna get nasty. I don't know whether he recognized my voice or whatever the case may be, but that nigga got up out of there. That nigga did the Hussein Bolt. Cause he put on his wheels and got his ass up out of there. Biggest fraud. Him and Jamel Hill are just terrible. Jamel Hill and Stephen A. Smith is black trash. So did I get it right? Did I show gender equality? Because both of them, Jamel Hill is trash. Jamel Hill is trash. Stephen A. Smith is trash. Both of them are horrible for the black community. Jamel Hill ain't nothing but a undercover, you know what I'm saying, an undercover lesbian black man hater. And then Stephen A. Smith just an all around bitch ass, pussy ass nigga. Being a puppet. But Stephen A. Smith did said he said that, hey, every day he wake up figuring out how he can make his bosses more money and how he could get some of it. So, you know, he showed his hand. And then Jamel Hill got her own media outlet, but then she backed by white people. That's what, you know. So Jamel Hill need to just save everybody the trouble and just come out and just admit that she a lesbian, allegedly. Don't nobody don't nobody like her who have that much contempt for black men is straight. She might as well do a podcast with Cynthia G. So for real, I'm just keeping it a buck. She's a terrible person. Terrible. Terrible. Terrible person. Oh wow, I've been on here for almost but nah, I'm just, but before I wrap this up, I just wanted to put that out there about, guys like Roland Martin. So now what? So what are you gonna do now? And like I said, I'm not gonna say that I'm wishing he gets sick and wishing he perish and all that stuff. But now this is like a ha moment. This is for all you people that were sitting up here demeaning and putting people down who were saying, hey man, I don't know about this. Y'all gotta understand something. As black people, stop letting people make us feel guilty about asking questions. We have every right to ask questions. But that's how this whole thing has been. When people say, hey man, what's in this shit? Oh my God. Oh my God. Yeah, motherfucker. If I'm gonna put this shit in my body, what's in this shit? Who made it? What are the ingredients? And then you had Don Lemonade trying to compare taking a potion to liposuction or injections. Well, y'all don't ask when you get a shot in the ass. Of course, Don Lemon would know about a shot in the ass, wouldn't he? But y'all don't ask what's it. First of all, I don't have no injections. I haven't had no type of plastic surgery. And if I was to get plastic surgery, I would ask what's in this shit that you finna pump in my body. Worst comparison I ever seen in my life. But like I said, he would know a lot about shots in the ass. Anyway, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out. Thanks for tuning in.